Alright, we did it. We're here. Everything's all set up correctly. We're ready early. A whole minute early. So we'll get started in just a second. Oh, nice! You got the huge notification. Thank you so much for the 13 months. Oh yeah. So sorry. Let me finish up my thought. Thank you so much, GBack, for the 13 months of subscription. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, I had to turn. Well, I didn't have to turn the Discord thing off, but you have to pay $3 a month now with the bot I was using to have it only announce when you go live with a certain category, and I didn't want to pay for that, and I haven't taken the time to set up a different bot, so I'll try to get that reset up in advance of the next stream. But I was messing with some other stuff and I didn't want it to be spamming the Discord every time, so I had to just turn it off for now. But yeah, it is past 3 p.m. Pacific, so let's go ahead and get started here. So yeah, today we are starting our deep dive into the Toy Label Archives collection, which is gonna be everything on that release. I guess I never necessarily specifically laid out what exactly it's going to include or not include, but so it's not the whole label. It's gonna be the entire contents of the Toy Label Archives DVD, which is releases Toy 001 through 39, and then the PSG releases, there's 6 of those, and then there's an extra folder of unreleased tracks also, and I believe that's everything. There might actually be 1 or 2 other things, but we'll kind of look at that in a moment here. We'll come back around to that in a moment here, but yeah, that's what we're starting in on today. We're going to listen to the first 2 cassette compilations. So these are going to be, a lot of very kind of minimal, understated techno tracks in very low bit rate. This album is 80 kbps. Next one, second compilation, we get to jump up to 160 kbps, so that'll be a real treat once we get to that one. Yeah, if we get around to any cassettes that better rips exist of than the files that were included on the actual DVD are, we'll listen to the better rips, even though it's technically not the same files. But yeah, those will come up in the future. But yeah, a little more on that briefly, or shortly, I mean. But first, we'll take a look at some kind of recent announcements, news, listings, the usual preamble spiel here. Only real piece of news, so to speak, that I am immediately aware of is the track list for the compilation CD for Honda Lady's upcoming event was revealed. So I think everyone is probably up to speed on this, but they're doing a event. They both turned 50, so they're doing an event celebrating together. They are 100 years old, so Honda Lady is quote unquote 100 years old type joke. But they're putting out a new compilation there, HL Recordings, the second chapter. They keep saying this is going to be event only, no plans to sell it online, no plans to reprint it. We'll see if that ends up being true. I'm going to try to find someone who's going to be at the event to grab a copy for me. But yeah, they did reveal the track list. So there's a new Honda Lady track, of course. And then I don't know to what extent all these others are new tracks versus old but unreleased tracks maybe, but yeah, there's tracks from all these different groups that either Maru or Dai or both have been a part of. But yeah, Dai Tracks has a new version of Takahashi Attack on here, and there is a new All Japan Records track on here as well. I don't know to what extent this is new or like an updated remix or remaster or something. I don't recognize the track name, so it might be entirely new. But hopefully we'll be able to find out about that in the near future. New Acid Tamiya and stuff as well. And yeah, there's a bonus sticker as well if you go to the event. I really wish I could have made it out to this, but it just wasn't. Oh, I thought that was going to make the image bigger. Instead it gives you no image. But yeah, it wasn't feasible to get out there again so soon, unfortunately. But yeah, that's really the main bit of news. Apart from that, today is Bandcamp Friday. I did see one new thing that has gone up. I guess so. Honda Lady put out a couple new singles after they got back together at the beginning of 2024, and I guess the CD version of the first one, Mirage, finally sold out. So they did put this up digitally now on Bandcamp. It is just the title track, the new track. The CD version had, I think, 2 bonus tracks, which were both updates. Yeah, Hello, and Shikara Tai. So those, unfortunately, aren't included on here, but I got the new track. It's just $1, Bandcamp Friday. You can grab it. And then I'll just drop a few more recent recommendations. I'm going to plug, again, the new Stereo Records stuff, God OD side project, and new Psychouts Ghost EP. And then I'll just also drop new Magical Hackers release, Hardboiled Frequencies 2. This is free, but you can pay for it if you want, or you can, no better time if you haven't picked up a number of these to just grab the full digital discography. It's only €20 and it's Bandcamp Friday, so it all goes straight to the label. But yeah, so that's just a few recommendations. If anyone has any others, feel free to drop them in the chat. But yeah, that's about it for that. And then a couple recent interesting listings to look at here. I guess I'll go this page. Yeah, okay, so these are all showing up here. So yeah. Oh gosh, I missed that. There's been a few things. Let me look at all these. Let me look at that too. Yeah, I'm shocked that this sold for so much, 8,000 yen. This is a pretty recent CD. I wonder how much Suru pays for this. If they even have a listing. Oh my gosh, they have it for even more, and that's on time sale. Wow, that is shocking. What are you gonna do? But yeah, I just saw that incidentally. But yeah, so I think I saw in one of the other Discords, I think Normcore picked this up. But yeah, someone sold the 2-channel magazine with the bonus DVD that has like, what is on here again? I can't even remember. I know there's Sharpnel and who else? Let's see here. We got, oh yeah, there's Betwixt and Between, Kenta VZ, and Tenchu on that DVD. I think they're technically as not DVD, I guess DVD audio. So it's not like it's a DVD-ROM. It says it's a DVD video and DVD-ROM hybrid, but I believe the music tracks are on the DVD video side of the disc. Not 100%, don't quote me on that. I wonder if it says on Discogs. But I think that's what it ended up being. It was either that... Yeah. Okay, yeah. Video side features interviews, some recorded performances, and 10 tracks from various 2chan creators compiled by DJ Sharpnell. Still video files accessible from a submenu. Oh boy. So yeah, that, oh, there's, yeah, the menu for the, compilation on the video side there. 12,000 is, I think, an insane price for that. I got rid of it so that I wouldn't be spamming when I'm doing anything else. You gotta get, subscribed on the phone and on Twitch, get your Twitch notifications on the phone. Here, I'll do it manually. What's the stream, live notice. There. I should have done that. In hindsight, I should have done that. I was dumb not to do that, but, oh well. I just noticed this is, like, not quite centered. Let me fix that. I mean, I guess that doesn't need to be centered over the camera that should be invisible behind it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I would not pay $12,000 for this. I absolutely believe that you could find this for much cheaper than that. But, I mean, hey, if you really want it and you don't want someone else to grab it. I did pick this up. This was up for like 12 hours when I got in my email notifications, this showed up. And it was only 3,500 yen, and it was still up, and this is the only physical release from Munage Records I'm missing, so I immediately grabbed it. But yeah, I was very surprised both that this was up for so long and that it was so cheap. This person doesn't really have any other, like, doujin music up at all. We've got some, like, DJ mixes, mix CDs, mix tapes, stuff like that, but yeah, just kind of a random listing from this person. I don't know if they, like, it's a record shop or something. Kind of seems like it might be a record shop, but yeah, so I grabbed that. It's not here yet, obviously, and all these tracks are released on other releases, so it's not like there's anything unreleased on it, but wanted to complete my collection, and I had never seen a copy go up, so I nabbed that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let me pull that up. So yeah, G-Back just mentioned there's a new issue of the My Sweet Honey Bunny cassette from Retract Recordings out, available for pre-order today. Looks like shipping in May. So there's another Bandcamp Friday potential pickup for you. And I'll be right back, actually. I forgot to... I don't even know where my phone is, but I use that to look at the chat while I have my browser up, so it's annoying not having it, so let me go find it. Okay, got it. Almost. And then how do I do this? Stream. I just go here. No. Stream manager. There we go. Yeah, good question. Okay, and then, yes, a couple other things here. So, this was also a couple days ago. A whole bunch of these old All Japan Records CDRs went up. I think... I don't remember who grabbed the Popotan, the Usagidan CD, but I think Tristan grabbed these other three. And yeah, I'm not even sure which of these I would consider the most rare. I know this has gone up at least once before. I feel like each of these have been for sale about one time, except maybe this one. This one maybe is the first time I've seen it go up. I have a CDR, like a copy someone made for me of this one. It's really funny that they're specifically advertising this with You'll Melt More, Ano as the keywords, because she absolutely blew up after leaving You'll Melt More, and is like a huge celebrity in Japan now, so they're capitalizing on that to sell their old All Japan Records CD, because Yama composed one track for You'll Melt More. Yeah, I feel like I thought I'd seen the Zelda CD one time, but I could be wrong. I could be like mixing that up with the fact that they had put the MP3s up on Last FM. But I feel like I've seen it once, maybe, but not entirely sure. Yeah, it's right here. But yeah, those were all 7,500 yen, which, I mean, that is insane, but also, like, could be worse at this point. So, and just from, like, my personal perspective with the exchange rate, it kind of pushes them into almost reasonable territory. No, I really feel like I saw it once, but I like I said, I could be wrong. But yeah, good on you for grabbing those. This one, I should do like a spectrogram of the CD that I have of this one, because it's just a copy someone made for me, so it probably is from a lossy source. But yeah, and then this was kind of interesting looking. A lot of this is like, well, it's less niche. I don't know about less rare or less expensive, but it's 10 vinyls, including the Leopaldon 12-inch here, for 15,000 is not a bad deal, so because it comes out to 1,500 each. Oh my gosh, this is a little loud. I'm gonna turn that down just a tiny bit there. So yeah, this is still for sale. So like, if you're interested in also some just like Japanese techno, not necessarily with a lot of pop culture sampling in it, the shipping on this to anywhere would probably be pretty high, because to get 10 vinyls, it is going to be expensive. But this did look like an interesting listing, and overall, not that expensive. Alright, I just saw this, 6,500 yen. I feel, this is this seller. Yeah, I feel like I don't see these pop up too often, but I know it pops up on Surukaya every now and then, so I just, like, I don't get the pricing decisions here. Like, I don't know. I guess this LBT CD is older, so price it higher. But like, I feel like these Mob Squad CDs are also out of print and hard to find, but they're super cheap, so who knows? There's just really no followable logic to the prices people put on things anymore. Okay, but anyway, so that's about everything as far as recent interesting listings and stuff. And we are already, like, almost halfway through our first release here, actually. But so, we'll dive into that, and I'll just go ahead and post this link. So, on the Toy Label Archives DVD-R, it's just a data DVD. I'm pretty sure it's not pressed, because I'm sure if it were, yeah, it's a DVD-R, just with data on it, and it has this README. It's a few HTML files, but I went ahead and just uploaded this whole folder structure, just kind of in the root of the brick house here, so that it can be, anyone who wants to take a look at it can, as we spend the next few months going through this. But yeah, it's got kind of liner notes for every single release here, and scans of most of the jackets and stuff, and some additional just overall notes here. And then, yeah, so it's Toy 001 through 39, including the 0.5 releases, so there's Optimistic Techno Tribe, and the Car Techno Remix CD, and Cracked Beat. And then, so there is the Z80A video included. Then also these PSG cassettes, which this first one, the link doesn't seem to want to work. Maybe it's not included in the not for sale. Yeah, that's weird. There don't seem to be any liner notes for that one. I don't know, maybe it's just an oversight or something. But then also, and then this is, I'm not even sure that this is technically a Toy Label release or not. There's no jacket, and it doesn't have a catalog number or anything, so this is kind of a mystery. But this is also on here, and then also a big collection of unreleased tracks. And yeah, so we'll kind of just go through this, follow through as we listen through the albums. And so yeah, let's just skim these liner notes for this first release here. And yeah, so the artists on this one, so we got Madman, Z80A, Yata Region, Chrono. That's it. So there's just 4 artists on this first compilation, and I'm pretty sure at least some of these are aliases. I'm not sure who Madman is, but so Z80A is Bubble B. Okay, Yata Region is Nebulizer. And then, okay, Chrono is Junpei Onodera, aka Asogi. So there's just, the only unclear one is Madman. I'm not sure if Madman is an alias for someone who went on to use another alias or not. But yeah, the other 3 are kind of the big 3 of early Toy Label, just all under different early aliases. And so the liner notes here, I mean, you can, here, let's just, rather than spending a bunch of time reading this in silence myself and translating it in my head, let's just do this. This should be more or less accurate. I mean, it's not really translated right, but it's close enough. So yeah, this is, the first release is mostly produced by Onodera, Asogi. it sounds like at this point Bumblebee only had an MSX, which kind of comes through with the Z80A tracks for sure. I don't think it they're trying to look like early Transonic releases. Can see that for sure. I know this is a famous building. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's in somewhere in Europe. I think it's in the UK. I think. Yeah. Is this it? This just says a triangular building. Oh, looks similar, but I think it's this other one in London. It definitely looks like the Flatiron, but the Flatiron, the top seems different, and not necessarily too tall, but this looks like the frontispiece here, I don't know what to call it, looks like it goes significantly above the other railing. Whereas the front, that could have changed, but this looks like the frontispiece and railing are the same height. I think it's whatever. Well, is this too short? Yeah, it's too short. Yeah, no, I think you're right, actually. Now that I look at it more, I think it is the Flatiron. They must have just updated or this is altered, but yeah, looking at you can see this section here with the pillars. So yeah, you're right. It could also be a drawing of the Flatiron rather than like a edit of a photo. It's probably most likely. No indication of who Madman is or might be, so might have just been an early participant who didn't go on to do much else. They're just on this release, so who knows? Okay, so he's saying they listened to Transonic's 2004 compilation Electrodynamics Volume 1 and was surprised how similar it sounded to Tower Type, apparently. betting that's, Huh. So apparently, this guy was there for like the first half of the first planning meeting for Tower Type, but he went home and ended up not contributing at all, but went on to put stuff out on this label, Chill Disc, and then, I recognized the name. I thought it might have been the same guy. There was a compilation of his stuff on EM Records last year. That's an interesting connection there. Which magazine? Are you talking about the Digital Biscuit, or... This, I think, is a mistake. I think this is a different hue. But I don't know. That would be a puzzle to work out. Yeah, that would be Digital Biscuit then, yeah. The timing makes sense for it to be the same guy, though. I wonder. But like this is like, so this CD is all like ambient and drum and bass stuff. And this, I would have to re-listen to this track on here, but I think this is a different hue. Because there was also a very, very much more nerdcore hue, whose other alias I'm blanking on right now, but I'm almost totally certain is not this guy. But maybe it is the same guy? It might be the same guy, actually. I'm trying to remember his other alias. Is that right? No, I'm getting mixed up. This guy is Hoy. I always get that mixed up. Hugh and Hoy. So I think this is, yeah, never mind. I think that is correct after all with the fucking Hunter cassette. Yeah, so I should pick up this compilation from EM Records. Wonder if I could just go to the local record store and find this, like I found the Psych Outs compilation. Interesting. Yeah, I had never noticed that just little note here that he was almost part of Toy Label. So yeah, some interesting insight there for sure. And yeah, this is out exactly 30 years ago. So actually really, really good timing there, saving up the points and starting this today. I mean, there's not an exact date, but March 95 to March 2025. I'm almost surprised that there's not been any, like, Toy Label 30th anniversary something announced. But, who knows. Let's see here. We've still got about 12 minutes left on this first release. I'm just debating if I want to just like keep looking at stuff on the. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll keep looking at stuff, and then we'll do some building after the first couple tracks on the second release. I want to look at just the old Toy Label website. And in fact, I wonder... Let's see the oldest version of the Toy Label website we can find. Which I don't think there's gonna be necessarily... Now we can look at these jacket scans and see if the URL pops up at any point. I know, you know, like 96, 97 is still pretty early to be having a URL. I know there's the GeoCities hosted one, and that might just be the first website. Excuse me. I'll just see if I see anything here, scrolling real quick. It'll definitely be interesting going through all of these and seeing... Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. Seeing just kind of the, like, especially like this salty dogs against the beer, because I've never really, like, I've never read these liner notes to figure out what exactly this is and the provenance of it being on this label and stuff, so it'll be interesting as we go through to dive into some of the more mysterious releases like that. Okay, so there is a, you can't see it on here because this is tiny. Is this also tiny here? Yeah, this is tiny, but, there is a URL on, the jacket for Believe in the Billiquin Power. It's one of these, it's fly.to/toy. And so that might just like to redirect to the GeoCities or something, but let's take a look here. I'm just distracted for a second because I thought I saw Hoy mentioned. Oh, no, it was... Right, I was looking at the jacket here, which you can't see, but... Okay, so we'll come back to this, but I'm just mentioning this real quick because it's relevant. I was just looking at the jacket for this. Here, I'll pull it up. Other image. The URL, the file path here. So on the DVD-R, there's a much larger image of the jacket here, and so we'll zoom in here. If I can let's do this. So I was just looking at this. I was looking at this to find the URL, but I noticed it looks like one of these tracks has a bunch of... Oh no, there's like interlude tracks on here of like people doing little voice clips, and so this is a list of all the different people who contributed these little interlude voice clips. And one of them is Hoy, who I was just getting confused for Hugh. And so there's a mention of the other guy. And yeah, I wanted to point that out too. karate@brucelee.com. Very good email address there. But yeah, let's see if that URL goes anywhere. Not in this tab. 2001. Interesting. So that CD came out in 08. So depending on how this fly.2 website worked, this may or may not be redirecting. Huh, okay. I don't think there's anything actually hosted here though, right? Just says moved. I would think that this is still a real website, is it not? What? Oh, is my browser just being... My internet didn't die, did it? Hello? Am I dead? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's working now. No, okay, okay. Okay, no, yeah. Oh, whoever had this. So, feasibly, that email address could still work. Because this is still owned by the same person. I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it's been deleted and purged 25 years ago. But it technically could still work. Well, it actually, it does expire. I'm sure they're going to renew it, though. Yeah, I wanted to see, is there anything actually hosted on this page? Probably not. It doesn't seem to want to even load this up. But while we wait for that, let's do this. Let me clean up some of these tabs. Oh, okay. Oh, it's... My bad. Forgot the /. And pop-ups. So yeah, here's the GeoCities page for Toy Label, and this may just be the oldest one we got. This is 99, so that's pretty far back there. Different email address here. But this is actually not technically the Toy Label website. This is Bubble Bee's website, which has a subpage for Toy Label, which is a little bit of a distinction because, like, so as sort of mentioned, the label was originally pretty heavily co-run by Junpei Onodera and Bubble Bee. But after a while, and I'm not sure off the top of my head when, but I will definitely kind of come to see that. After a while, it came to just be Bubble Bee kind of being in charge of the label, and I think Onodera stepped back and was mostly doing stuff on his own Imprinting North release label. Great, the encoding is broken. It's really weird. I don't know why the Wayback Machine breaks like this. If something's in a frame, it won't encode it properly, so you have to open the frame up in its own tab. Okay, so it looks like the label was actually established in 94. So technically it's 31st anniversary, but if you go by first release, then 30th. Yeah, they got 8 releases out just in this first year. They were mentioned in a local paper, local zine, I guess, which there's one result for on Google. And yeah, it's an interesting note. I have no idea what this specifically is about, but there's like a bunch of info on early techno zines here. I'll have to save this link to look at a little later. I'll post the link. Like a release list. It's interesting. So what is, because this in this frame, the mail to toy label is going to info@toylabel.com. So at whatever point this is, so this is 2001. Is there any older version of this sidebar? So by 2001, they had the toylabel.com domain. It was probably just redirecting to the GeoCities. So let's look here. So yeah, if we go March 01, toylabel.com. Yeah, but it just bounces to the GeoCities. So yeah, the release list seems like it didn't work. This page is slowing down Firefox. Try again. Reopen it. Does this page work? I probably have too many tabs open. Okay, so that page is not archived, most likely. 2022, yeah, is after it was dead. That's unfortunate. Let's just see what is archived under the toy label subdomain. And we are on to our second release for today, the second compilation Through, which has a much almost totally different selection of artists. The only name that comes back from the first one is Chrono. So let's change our album info. There we go. So just these last two were not archived before GeoCities went down, unfortunately. We can of course dive into this website more and more. Don't have to do a full dive today, but I am just curious, like, when toylabel.com starts having actual content on it. I'm also curious okay, so they let it lapse in 2012 and Huge Domains swiped it and has just been squatting it for the last 13 years. That's great. Domain for sale. How much do they want it? Great. Anybody got $2,800? You can buy toylabel.com. Okay, so there's actually nothing almost. And they must have let the domain lapse. In fact, somewhere around like 2007, because this is obviously, these items are not Bubble Bee toy label. So yeah, 2000, is it just, they just had this for a couple years to redirect to GeoCities and then let it die? Oh, toylabel.org. Probably a .org was cheaper to keep than the .com, maybe. That makes sense, though. So here's, yeah. These are, of course, by this point, all of them completely sold out. It is interesting that these are different images than what's on the, I mean, they're tiny, so they're not very useful, but they are different images than what's on the DVD-R. Limited CD page here. DJ Mix series. I don't think I realized there was a image for Bubble Mix Volume 2 on here. I haven't looked at this site in quite a long time, but it's cool that there's track lists on here for these DJ mixes as well. It's interesting the different prices for the different Air compilations. Is this, I want to see the different archives of it. Okay, so from, and were we just looking at the 2002? We were. So if we go to 2004, oh, it's redirecting now. Where is it redirecting to? Not found, I see. So that online shop was not up for super long. I guess about a year at least. I wonder what this image was here. Oh, it's probably just the word new. But yeah, they're probably just hot linking a little new icon from someone else's site for their shop page. No, so the first one and the fourth one are 600 yen, but then 2 and 3 are 1,000 yen for whatever reason. I think 2 and 3... No, there's not that much of a difference. The fourth one only has 24 minutes on it, but the first one is 40 minutes and the second one is 50 minutes. Technically 2 and 3 are longer than 1 and 4, but the 1 has 38 minutes, so... Yeah, interesting to see these bubble mixes listed. No covers or track lists for them, but yeah, I don't know what the most recent bubble mix is. $15-ish, probably. So there's like 2 and 3, right? Because you picked up a few of these, didn't you, recently on Mercari? Was it just volume 2 and 3, and then that other like untitled J-pop mix or something? why aren't those showing up here? Oh, because they're partially right. Okay. I was like, where are these on his page? But they're hiding over here. Ah, yeah, the X-Pop mix was the other one. But so yeah, there's 15 on his Mixcloud. That's from 2018. So I wonder how many of those were actually released on CDs. It looks like at least one, well, one is a cassette. At least 2 through 6 looks like came out on CD. But then we just have to like Google each one. 7 through 14 at least. But I mean, we just did Google. So if they were online things, they would be showing up here, but I'm not seeing any mention of any from 7 through 14. That's interesting. I wonder what happened to the rest of those. I think that's just the J card folded out. I'm pretty sure is what that is. Look again here. Not actually showing up here. Okay, let me find my own scans. So this is my scan of the J card folded out. You can kind of tell where the spine of it is here, where the coloring is a little different, especially if you get like the guy's face. You can kind of see that line. And we also just saw it somewhere here. Yeah, so this is a much smaller version of that image, but yeah, this cassette was one of the many things lent to me while I was putting together the encyclopedia. So thanks to that, yeah, we have now Bubble Mix 1 through 3 are archived. Well, someone has them. Someone in this chat has all of those. That's not what I wanted. I guess that's what I wanted. What was I gonna do? No, I want the browser. Yeah, I was gonna pull up the liner notes for through now, and I'm just gonna throw these on DeepL again. So this was July 95. And whose track is this right now? Oh, this is Love Peace EX Madman. So this is Madman. Someone is here. We'll come back to this in a second. Let's fix this. Love Peace. And they show back up on Garden on Napalm. This is Madman 15. Yeah, it's interesting on this README page that it doesn't actually have a track list for any of these. I don't have a physical copy of the Archives DVD, so I'm not sure. I assume that the MP3s on them come, tagged. Probably the tags I have on here are more or less unaltered from that. So that artist tag for the previous track that says Love Peace EX Madman, I'm sure it's probably from those tags on the MP3s. And I'm sure if we look here through the dock. So here's the full size scan that's included, and yeah, so it just says Love Peace on the actual jacket. So yeah, that is information that's only available because of the MP3 tags. I just noticed, yeah, the back of the J card here has they just printed over stuff from Tower Type or something? What is that? Because this is the spine of the J card, where it has the title of this compilation, but at the top, yeah, it's like they just printed over leftover J cards from Tower Type or something. I don't think I noticed that before. But yeah, we can look through this. No internet. And so, okay, so it's mentioned here as well that, release was just announced through zines like Digital Biscuit and Techno Code 030. Okay, so this has Bumblebee's first synthesizer produced track, and so he's muting Mute on here, I'm pretty sure, is his new alias. That's Bumblebee, right? Yeah. So there's two muting Mute tracks on here. I wonder if we'll be able to tell which one, or possibly both of them, are synthesizer tracks. And this current track is by Sandwich Man. I'm digging this one. We'll see if the notes have any other info about Sandwich Man, who has one song on this tape and then never shows up again. Gasoline Taxi also has almost no credits. And then Penalism. Not sure who this is either. Oh, is this actually... This came out July. Oh, yeah, interesting. I didn't catch that. I think I noticed this once before. But yeah, it looks like Toyo 03 actually came out first in April of 95. And then this didn't come out till July. Yeah, it says here the Q Plus song, one of the Q Plus songs wasn't finished, so this release got delayed, I guess. Sandwich Man is Mario Tanaka from Hero Tracks, maybe Gyro Tracks. Is that on here? Yeah, okay. So we had a few things in the late 90s, early 2000s. Let's add this alias as well. Kind of surprised that this was the first Sandwich Man. Are there any other Sandwich Man artists on Discogs? There's one. There's one other. Yeah. I don't know why it keeps duplicating these sentences. This kind of makes it... Yeah, this makes it sound like Analysm is on Odera. I wouldn't say that with 100% certainty, but... Yeah, not confident about that. So the jacket said photo from his house, apparently. Yeah. It is definitely interesting to see just the really old, low-quality, photocopied, black and white photo. I wonder what area that is. Oh. Translation limit. So there's an additional comment from Nezha, aka Q+ on this one. 16, just giving up my virginity. So it looks like Nezha also was featured in some zine, and says 2 members of Toilet. Okay, so that would be Bumblebee and Onodera. Must have seen that and reached out to him, apparently. Okay. How much time we got? So this is... Okay, yeah, this is the first Bumblebee Nakajima track. And yeah, definitely very, very different vibes from the ZADA stuff on the first cassette. I wanted to look at something. I wanted to look at one more thing, actually. So this is... We're 95... March and July. I wanted to look at when these PSG releases came out. Actually, even this just says 95 out. I was trying to think of when to listen to these PSG releases to try to do it chronologically or just after, and I think I'll do it. I think we'll go through all the toy stuff sequentially and then circle back to these. That way we can kind of have a back and forth, a little bit of retrospective, I don't know. But, so yeah, it looks like these also all came out. These first 5 all came out in 95. But nothing more specific than that. And I wanted to see if there's any... What's here in the first... There is a jacket for the first John Mellon cassette. Okay, the first John Mellon cassette actually... Here, let me pull this up. So this we can see here. This is from 94, and it says Taydin Records. So this is actually technically not Toy Label, I guess. I don't think any of the other PSG releases mention Taydin Records. Looking through real quick here. No, yeah, they say PSG. Yeah, this first one is the only one that mentions Taydin Records. So I'm not sure if that label existed outside of this first release. It was like grandfathered and wrapped into being part of Toy Label. Is there no mention of Taydin Records on this page at all. I want to look at something here. Yeah, there's just no... I was seeing if there was like some kind of coding, like HTML code issue that was causing the PSG 001 to not show up, but no, it's just not here for whatever reason. Didn't want to write any liner notes for it, I guess. That's interesting. So yeah, we'll circle back around to this PSG stuff at the end. So yeah, we still have about 45 minutes or so of this release, so we can do a little bit of building. We can give some time to that aspect of the show here. Move my stuff around. It definitely does feel like there's a big... I don't even know if I would say jump in quality exactly, but I I guess in polish, kind of, for this second release. And that part of that might be... Oh god, the camera got bumped. Part of that might be that it's 160 kbps instead of 80 kbps for the MP3s here, but yeah, it does definitely feel just like a little more not freshman, kind of not as amateur even already on this second release. Get out of the shot. There we go. Yeah, just thinking of old toy label cassettes, I think the one that I have, as far as cassettes go, is actually the only one I've ever seen show up, I want to say. Or did the... Well, that and the Cara Techno first album that showed up just in the past year or so. I think those are the only two toy label cassettes I've ever seen show up for sale. Yeah, I know, like, I mean, obviously Bumblebee has copies of these, and I think, like, Jaya has posted some pictures of copies of early toy label releases that he has. Okay, yeah, Lemmy. Yeah, it makes sense. I do wonder what exactly the source for these MP3s is, because for not all of them, but for a lot of the releases on here, there's scans of the J card from the tape, so that makes it seem like, you know, Bumblebee still had copies of these tapes, but just thinking like I'm not a super expert on, you know, like analog duplication and stuff, and so back in '95, I assume these tracks would have just been, you know, someone sends in a tape with their track, and then through an analog process that's added to the master tape for the compilation. So, like, I assume in 1995 these tracks weren't being digitized at any point. But yeah, just the variety in bit rates and audio quality, like, it just makes me wonder, you know, what the source of it is. Because if these were all digitized from cassettes, you know, why wouldn't you include them all at least at the same MP3 bit rate? Like if they were digitized from cassettes at the time of putting together the archive collection. I did skip over the, like, intro notes here. Possibly they mentioned something about that. Yeah, let's make a point. Next time we'll look at the looks like there might be some info. Yeah, next time. Next Toy Label Archives deep dive, we'll take a look at those intro notes as well and see what they say about the source of the MP3s. This is what's the console? HE. Got the cards. TurboGrafx? I think it's TurboGrafx. What plays when you put a TurboGrafx disc in a CD player being sampled here. Yeah, even like this track is already very, very proto-nerdcore. I didn't really feel like on Tower Type that there was anything that was like really proto-nerdcore. It was very just kind of, ambient techno. But... And of course this is Q+, so not super surprising there. Yeah. I've always been very curious about like the really early Nezha stuff, especially whatever he put out on his own label. I don't think there's really any info about any of that. So I think that all kind of came and went entirely pre-internet, so... As far as Neji's labeled, no, because I don't think I'm even aware of any releases from it, honestly. I don't think I've ever found any information on specific releases. Just mentions of the fact that it exists. Nebulizer, I don't think that Nebulizer had any cassettes, no. I think really he only showed up in the CD era, mostly. I mean, aside from so we had the Yada region tracks on these two releases. I'm looking here on Discogs. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he was up to between this stuff in 95 and then when he kind of pops back up again in 99. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so looks like he's switched to the Squiggle alias for a while and put out a few cassettes on Imprinting North release, yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a couple releases here. It looks like he put out a Digital Biscuit first anniversary commemoration cassette in 95. And then also there's a release from, Nezha Records mentioned here in 95. Oh no, I didn't. He didn't mention anything about cassettes. No, so I'm not sure if he just tossed those forever ago or kept them for himself. But no, because he was also posting like scans and stuff to Tumblr for a very long time. But I don't remember seeing cassettes. It was mostly flyers. So not sure, but. I'm curious now. I want to look at. That's probably. Let's look at this old Imprinting North release site. Goes back to 01, so it's probably not really going to have any links to Nezha Records website or information from 1995, but I'm just looking at these real quick to see if there's any URLs on any of the artwork, but doubtful. Okay, so this is the same. Oh, this is from 2001. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. And see, but I don't think... I'm fairly certain that, I don't think this is the same Nezha label. I think this is just like kind of a coincidence, especially considering like there's Nezha 02 from 2000, but the thing that we were looking at a minute ago was Nezha 003 from 95. I think this is just a coincidental name and numbering system, because Q Plus absolutely doesn't seem involved in any of this. So that is, I don't think, the same. But yeah, I don't know if there's any Q Plus Nezha. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there was any real website for his stuff, really, at any point. I'm just skimming here. But, I mean, there's Realized Records. Honda Lady. That's the only... And I don't think this Honda Lady site is going to link to anything for Nezha. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, it seems like he just never had a website. So, Warping Allergen Numbers website. It's just a blog. Oh, interesting. I had not seen... What the fuck? Oh boy. I was not aware of... I mean, I think a couple of these have popped up. But I didn't know they had catalog numbers, and yeah, did not know about this stuff. Wildlife set Warping Allergen with car techno. And it looks like you could just email him to buy these. And probably he was just burning them as they were sold, so there's probably like 20 tops of any of these. Anything else interesting on this page? Probably. Well, that's interesting. Here, I'll post the link to this if anyone wants to. I have no idea. I wasn't listening. Oh, but this is the analysm track. Okay, so.
4カバーッと出したな文句バーッ突っ込んでニューニューニューニュー女の子あう
I'm trying to listen now, but they're talking about something inappropriate. I can tell that much. Probably wouldn't be able to repeat it appropriately, even if I knew exactly what they had been talking about. So here's, there is this Neji website, but it only goes back to 02.
こういうの半分で15、6もっとあるわ。でこれ線があるんで、それを舐めたくってな女の子が、それをぶわっ差し込むように、女の子そこで、あうで、とか言えないけど、もう線を弄しちゃって、もうあれトランスいってカーッって奥までついてる。もう気持ちは焦点は、もっと奥まで行ってっていう。おいマジかよとかいう感じやんけ。ってるってすごい知らんけど男のやつってな女二人男
I don't think there's a lot of older information on here. There's some, like, there's a page for Jasco, but there's an archive. There's just a few JPEGs. So yeah, at this point the early Neji Records stuff was probably just such ancient history that he didn't even bother putting any of it up on here, unfortunately. Well, that was a good track. But yeah, very, very interesting to find that warping allergen link. There's 6 more things to put on the list to add to a hypothetical revised encyclopedia. That sits right up there. Go. So yeah, in the liner notes, like from the section from Onodera, he was talking about being embarrassed about the analysm track, and I had completely, I don't even know that I had ever listened to that, paying attention to what it was. So reading that, I was like, oh, is he embarrassed that he made it? But having listened to it, I think equally as possible, or even more possible, that he was just meant he was embarrassed at having included it on the cassette. This bit's cool. How much longer we got here? Yeah. Anyone who was putting stuff out before, 1999, trying to track down any of that is just a nightmare. Do one more bag? It's about 18 minutes of, yeah, we'll do one more bag. Why not? Anything cassette is just, it's a miracle if it's out there. I'm honestly kind of, in hindsight, surprised how many of the Psychouts cassettes have popped up. I mean, obviously it's taken, that's over the course of 30 years, but... Okay, so yeah, this is the other Q Plus track. Definitely digging this one. Right, yeah. It's the unfortunate truth. The Monkey King. Oh, he's missing his little head streamer. Very important. There we go. I also didn't give him his staff, but whatever. Where's this green weirdo? Oh, there it is. Who's this green person? Oh. I'm not sure this is accurate. This, on the box, it says that this is the 9-headed demon. But I really only see one there. I don't know if maybe they didn't include all the pieces. I need to email about missing pieces or something, but it doesn't look 9-headed to me, unfortunately. What? Damn, yeah. Why would they throw those out instead of like giving them to someone? Oh, damn. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta give that stuff to, like, libraries or something, you know? Even if you don't know anyone who wants it. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I feel like with, I don't know, I mean, CDs, it feels like most of them are probably in someone's back closet somewhere, like, rotting away, covered in dust, but yeah, plenty of them could have been thrown away, feasibly. we know about the whereabouts of, what, 3 of them? Because there's the one you have, the one that Hyaka from AV Ochian has, and then the one that the guy on 2chan posted all those forever ago. Yeah. 3 copies out of 40 or so. And I would hazard a guess that, like, probably, like, Bumblebee has a copy, I would assume, and probably a few other artists who are still active. Yeah, those guys. Just yeah, it's at my parents' house. I can't get to it right now. Sorry. It's under my bed. Oh, that it's not very good. I gave it to the thrift store. I left it on the sidewalk for someone. Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like if he had it, he would say so maybe he just doesn't. But at the same time, I can understand, you know, like, even if he wouldn't care if you knew, he wouldn't want other people knowing and hounding him about it. Ah, okay, gotcha. like this track a lot. I like the horns, I guess. Kind of sound like horns in the background. And this is our last track here. I'll see if I can finish up this bag worth here. We'll see. Right? No, that's wrong. The cool cockpit of this little mech here. Nice transparent orange dome. Oh god. Let's see if we can speed build the head here. Probably not, though. No, Monkey Kong is better. I don't think I'm gonna make it. that step on the other side? Or did it just not have me do it yet? Oh no, wrong piece. That's okay. Glittery blue semicircles. Those are the eyes. There's a little horn. Let me take this. This goes... Where? What? Oh no, that's it. That's the end of the track. I have to put something else on. Hang on. Hang on. That's not it. I'll find something, don't worry. Here. Just a little bubble bee track to wrap up here. Is that it? Yes, okay. There we go. We got the head on there. Very Gundam-esque, Gundam reminiscent on this mech especially. Oh gosh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't remember exactly which one that was. Was that the, No, I'm thinking something else, but that does sound very familiar, yeah. But yeah, alright, so let's get you the password for... So for the... We're gonna do things standard for these toy label releases. We're just gonna have the ones we listened to today. So, today's password, all lowercase, one word, the tower. So just the two releases we listened to today are up there, and as we go, subsequent ones will be in their own folder for that episode. These are, of course, yeah, just the 80 and 160 kbps MP3s. That's all we got, but they are up there. And yeah, next week we'll continue our toy label dive. In 2 weeks, I have a specific couple things planned that aren't toy label, but I want to save them for 2 weeks from now. So that's why we're just gonna do 2 weeks in a row. Normally we'll alternate toy label, not toy label, but for the beginning here we'll do 2 in a row, and we're gonna listen to the next 3 releases, Toy 003 through 005. So we got that on deck. And yeah, thanks for tuning in and hanging out today. Hope you had a good time, and we'll see you again then. Alright, peace out.
起きたら真っ暗で腕に断傷が。まるであのネブラスカ州の時みたいじゃないか。なあ、小林。新しい靴は見えたかな。すっかり扁平足になってしまったが、その時仕事を辞めるべきだった。そろそろ1時間経つが、1ミリも動いてないな、小林。低くても1つ上の階にいるはず。しかし、3つ上の階だったら、俺はもう終わってる。だから65回か66回か。よくもウィリアムをやってくれたな、小林。わざとか？俺のお気に入りの小鳥だって知ってだろう。角度を考えたら北側の方にいるはずだな。唯一の出口がよーく見えるところだ。出血しすぎだよ、親友。何日でもこのざまを見ててくれるってわけか。俺はもうそんなに長くないが。こんな仕事でノバ野郎はいくら払うんだ。金もらってんだろ。ネブラスカ州のお返しにもなるだろうが、それでもプロはタダで動くわけねえな。椅子を穴だらけにしないでくれたことには礼を言うが、もっとぶっ飛んじまってるかと思ってたぜ。争点の間に窓を開けられちゃ困るだろ。プロってのはいつでもパーフェクトにしとくもんだ。つまり死ぬまでに 0.5 秒以下。2発撃てりゃ御の字か。俺の9ミリじゃ窓ガラスも抜けない。打ち返せないとなるとスリルには欠けるが、まあいいプランだ。朝飯前だな。だが2発目を撃つつもりはなかったろう。もう一発撃ちゃガラスが粉々だ。ならお前が次に狙うのは眉間だ。それでチャラってな。いいプランだ、小林。最後の戦いとしちゃ上出来だ。だがお前は最初から二流だった。アディオス、小林。